Hey everybody, welcome to Jake Flips Sticks, your favorite place to watch me flip sticks. Of course that's not what we're doing today, but as you can see there's been a pretty big storm that went through, so you know, a lot of sticks out here. There's a fallen tree over there. But today what I actually wanted to talk about was my Vulp. I'm also going to be picking up a few sticks since there's a lot of them. They need to be moved before the grass can be mowed. But got my Vulp today. And I wanted to talk about just how good the Vulp is. Even though, of course, I already made a video documenting my quick thoughts on it. But I wanted to specifically make a video going over, I don't necessarily want to say that my opinions have changed, but that I have perfected my Vulp to match my preferences, I guess. Best way to put it. So, obviously I have zippy inserts in the blade. And I definitely liked them more than I did just the Vulp without them. But to me, the Vulp just felt a little bit too blade heavy, I guess. I don't necessarily want to say it was blade bias because, you know, that's kind of a buzzword. It's a podcast and it's just people don't want blade bias on their knives. As you can see, a tree fell down. It was a pretty bad storm. Power at work went out, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it blade bias, but it just wasn't handle bias enough to fit my preferences. So I decided to just go through and take out the ball bearings one by one until I got it where I liked it. And I have done that. I just oiled it before I came out here, and it feels incredible. I honestly think that the zippy inserts adjusted to fit your preference just bring this thing to a whole new level of good. And I think that's one of the great things, not just about the Vulp, but about Zippy and his inserts in general, is allowing you to customize the balance of your knife to fit your preference. Just makes so many balisongs so much better than they were without it. For instance, the Vulp. Because when you can get a balisong to match your specific preferences, then not only is it going to feel better, but you're just going to flip better on it. And the evidence of that is clearly in that I just dropped it and got mud all over my hands. Jeez. But yeah, I would say it feels way better. The oil that I put in makes it sound incredible. So, it sounds great. Let's see. Sorry about the neighbor's dog. They can see me and they're barking. But I think that the Vulp feels incredible with the weights the way that it is. Flips great, fits my preferences pretty perfectly, I would say. Let's see if I can do this. Well, we tried. Flips on this hand, not the greatest. But, you know, I'm still pretty happy with how my left-handed flipping is. I can do like the most basic combo that I do on my right hand. And I can do a pretty cool transfer. At least I think it's pretty cool. Don't think I have too too much to talk about today. Just wanted to go over the Vulp and give a shout out to Zippy and his inserts. And I'll say you definitely, if you're gonna buy a Vulp and you have the money, get his inserts. And then don't just stick them in and then adjust them to where it feels comfortable for you. Obviously, if you're a beginner and this is the first Balisong you've ever owned, you won't really have a preference. So, in terms of that sense, do you still need to get the Zippy inserts? Not necessarily. However, I think that getting the Zippy inserts could actually be a great opportunity for you as a new flipper to practice with Balisongs of different balance points. Of course, the Vulp itself is naturally handle bias, and you could make it more neutral. You could make it move more towards blade bias to see what that's like. And even without really having a specific preference built up in your muscle memory, I think just trying out the different preferences, you could kind of find ones that might feel better or feel worse for you. And besides, different flipping styles and different tricks will like different biases better. For instance, fanning usually does pretty good with neutral or, say, blade bias knives, but rollover tricks work really well with handle bias knives. And of course, I do a lot of rollovers, kind of momentum things, so I really like handle bias. Especially with the fact that the original knife that I had from Amazon was so handle bias. I mean, like Kershaw Lucha stock handle bias. So I still think even as a beginner, getting the inserts from Zippy would definitely not hurt you, definitely benefit you. If you are a beginner, then I think the Zippy end caps would also be great for you, because as a beginner, you're of course going to be dropping your Balisong a lot. That's just the nature of learning to flip. So getting the end caps will help you to protect the ends of your handles, and they could potentially, if you're inside, protect whatever your Balisong runs into, because getting hit by this is not going to be as rough as getting hit by aluminum. And obviously, if the Vulp is your first Balisong, you're going to want to keep it in good condition because you don't want to destroy your only Balisong. And I would say Vulps are pretty good looking, so they're nice for displays. Especially, I like the look of my Vulp with its custom colorway. That's about all I got to say for today's video. Hope that you guys have all had a great day. Hope that you hope you've had a good week. In terms of future uploads on this channel and what those are going to look like, I don't want to promise too much because I don't want to under-deliver on my promises. But I don't want to act like I'm never going to upload. Ideally, I'm currently thinking once a week during the school year. During the summer, when there's no school, the most I can really say is we will see. Probably more than once a week, but how much more than once a week, I don't know. Could be every day, could be every other day. Honestly, I don't see it being every day or every other day because it's really hard to find topics to talk about for 10-ish minutes every day. Not that much happens, especially in the Balisong hobby. If you go on a week-by-week basis, yeah, no problem. But on a day-by-day basis, kind of hard to find stuff to talk about. So that's pretty much all I got for today's video. Just wanted to give my shout-outs to the Vulp and how great it is. If you want one, definitely pick it up. Yeah, that's about all I got for today's video. I hope that you all keep flipping.